and welcome to the second part of our 2022 Platinum Racing Products GTR Challenge coverage presented by Link ECU. The manual GTRs you saw in the last episode may be the crowd favourite, but you can't argue with the fact that if you want to go consistently fast down the drag strip, an automatic transmission is the way to go. And the leaderboard proves it. So let's check out the automatic and dual clutch transmission equipped GTRs at the event.
Our first automatic equipped GTR was a new build from IPM Racing, Blazer from Philly's R34 GTR. Although Zen from IPM Racing was driving, as Blazer was too busy cooking food for the competitors. The engine bay has plenty of bling, but it is a full house build with a dry-sumped semi-grout-filled RD28 block with a Nitto wide journal 3.2 stroker kit and a full house drag spec head with a Precision Pro Mod 88 turbo attached to the side. On the other side is a Hypertune billet drag inlet manifold with dual fuel rails fed by the Platinum Racing Products mechanical fuel pump kit with the Platinum Racing Products double CAS bracket. There is also a Hypertune radiator and Howtech IGN1 coils controlled by the Howtech Elite 2500. The car has made 1450 horsepower through the Turbo 400 transmission with plenty to go. Unfortunately, the car was having issues with the four-wheel drive, i.e. it had none, meaning quick times weren't happening, but entertainment certainly was.
I've been to Cootamundra a couple of times now, mainly as a spectator, so this is my first time entering in the car. And yeah, so it's been my goal for a while to bring a car in for drag racing, and I really wanted to do it with the GTR. And yeah, so like the boys have really helped a lot to get it going to what it is.
Next was another highly anticipated new build, Brody's R34 GTR from Dartone Racing. Been in the build for a while now, and this was the car's first time to test after coming off the dyno recently with 1300 odd horsepower. The Dartone Racing built engine bay is a work of art, super clean and neat, a signature of their work. The RB30 houses a Nitto 3.2 stroker kit with all the fruit, and the turbo is a Garrett GTX 55 on a 6-boost manifold with a Turbo Smart 60mm external wastegate blowing into a Plasmaman intercooler and inlet manifold. There is a Platinum Racing Products mechanical fuel pump kit and R35 coil pack kit, and it's all controlled by a Howtech Elite 2500 ECU. Inside, a roll cage and bucket seats, and there is a Motec digital dash in the center MFD spot. On the outside, there is a lip and side skirt extensions and a parachute up back. The combination of BBS wheels up front to clear the brakes and World wheels at the back to fit larger drag radials is pretty cool and unique. Unfortunately, Brody suffered from the Cootamundra curse and had mechanical gremlins on the first run that couldn't be fixed at the track. He promises he'll be back though. Another car from Dartone Racing was David Anthem's R32. It has competed many times before, but has now switched from manual to automatic transmission and has a new setup. The RD block houses a Nitto stroker kit and Platinum Racing Products four-wheel drive adapter and brace with a ported head with all the fruit. A Precision 8685 turbo hangs off a 6-boost manifold with Turbo Smart 60mm external wastegate. There is a Plasmaman intercooler, and the car still uses 6 throttles with Dartone Racing's drive-by-wire kit and a Plasmaman inlet collector. There is a Platinum Racing Products mechanical fuel pump kit and R35 coil pack kit, and the engine is controlled by a Motec M150 to the tune of over 1100 horsepower. The car runs 15-inch Buddy Club wheels with drag radials to put the power down, and there is N1 side skirts and carbon N1 boot lip spoiler and bumper vents. Inside, it's nice and simple with Nismo leather seat covers and a Motec C1212 digital dash. David missed the first day of the event and spent the second day dialing the car in. Never got a chance to unleash the car on full power. Ben Medullak's IPM GTR from IPM Racing in Canberra returns every year with a new setup, a new look, or both. This year, the car looked simply epic, with its new bronze wrap and double motive carbon headlight ducts. It also has a front lip and drag wing, as well as 15-inch buddy clubs wrapped in Mickey Thompson drag radials. Inside, it's all business. Roll cage, fixed bucket seats, and Howtech IC7 digital dash. Under the hood is one of the coolest looking GTR engine bays around. The dry sumped block is a half grout filled RD28 with Platinum Racing Products brace and four-wheel drive adapter and a Nitto 3.2 stroker kit inside. The head has, well, everything you can do to an RB26. And it's needed thanks to the 98mm Precision Pro Mod 88 turbocharger on a 6-boost manifold with TurboSmart 60mm external wastegate hanging off the side. There is a 12-injector Plasmaman inlet manifold fed by a Platinum Racing Products mechanical fuel pump kit and trigger kit. There is also Platinum Racing Products radiator brackets and PRP Howtech IGN1 coil pack kit, all controlled by a Howtech Elite 2500 ECU with up to 1700 horsepower, available on 70 psi. Unfortunately, this was way too much for the gearbox to handle, and Ben lost third gear before putting in a full pass. He was hoping to beat his PB of 8:57, but it wasn't meant to be. Although, he surprisingly still ran a 9.6 second pass with only 2 gears.
Thank you very much.
That's
I still owe you a
today.
gearbox.
Voted choice.
Still owe you a gearbox.
No, I've still got your other trophy.
That's the other one.
It's a new one.
It.
You know why I'll give you that?
Yeah.
Because you're a
Thanks, bro.
No, the car's awesome. It looks hot. It's actually really because it's got motive headlight ducts.
100%. That is exactly why
it looks that good. Yeah.
I know.
The engine bay's hot. If it had third gear, it would probably do more, right?
I'm burning. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Hashtag it is what it is.
Next up is a first time to Cootamundra Airport, Umair in the TryMe R33 GTR from B2R Motorsport. It runs a Precision 8685 on a Nitto 3.2 stroker dry sumped RB30 with all the fruit and makes 1100 horsepower through the Turbo 400 box with ease. Run by a Link G4 ECU. Winner of the furthest distance travelled is Rogers R35 from WA, built and tuned by Precision Racing. It used to be a tarmac rally car, hence the comprehensive cage inside, but it now runs drag seats as under the hood is a PR12 engine package, which uses stock frame 63mm turbos with internal wastegates, yet still makes 1300 horsepower controlled by the Motec ECU. The upgraded gearbox is necessary, as are the drag radials on billet wheels up back, but 18-inch coil wheels are used up front to clear the brakes. The car also runs carbon doors and boot lid. A PR12 kit may not sound like much, but it is brutally effective. Another first-timer to Cootamundra Airport was Mark King in his R32 GTR, built and tuned by B2R Motorsport. The build is a perfect example of keeping it simple but effective. The exterior is stock except for an N1 boot lip spoiler and bonnet vents and a motive headlight duct. 15-inch Buddy Club wheels are wrapped in drag radials. Inside there is bride seats and trim, plus a digital dash to spruce it up a little. Under the hood is a sleeved RB30 block that still uses a stock RB30 crank with forged pistons and rods. The ported head still uses a stock inlet manifold and 6 throttles, but the Precision 8685 on a Hypertune exhaust manifold with a bit of nitrous to get on boost means it still makes 1200 plus horsepower, tuned by a Link plug-and-play ECU. Not bad for a dirty 30 crank, and having been for a ride in the car ourselves, can vouch for how good it is. Returning to Cootamundra to get their 8-second time slip was Vincent J in Jet 34L, built by the No Name Workshop, i.e. themselves in the shed. You wouldn't pick it looking at the engine bay though, as it packs a punch as good as it looks. The RB30 uses a spool 3.4 stroker with a Nitto oil pump and full house head setup. The Precision 7685 sits on a 6-boost manifold with a Turbo Smart 50mm external wastegate and blows through a Hypertune intercooler into a Hypertune V2 inlet manifold with matching radiator and header tank. It runs a host of Platinum Racing product parts, including trigger kit and R35 coil pack kit. It's all run by a Haltech Elite 2500 and makes well north of 1000 horsepower. The outside is actually dead stock. Rare to see one with no Nismo or N1 parts added at all. It's surprising how refreshingly clean it is. It runs R33 GTR wheels wrapped in Mickey Thompson drag radials to clear the Brembo brakes, and inside it's stock except for an AGI half cage for some added safety and a Haltech IC7 dash. So we're going to put a face to the name.
We're not, are we?
Are we still not telling anyone who you are?
I don't know, mate.
No name.
Just as the no name for the time. I've got to win at least, and then I'll tell you my name.
All right, cool, cool. But the most important thing is, have you had fun this weekend?
Absolutely, man. Had a ball, mate. Got my 8s. Yeah, fucking laughing, man. Loving it, man. Cracker.
Previous Turbo Smart Ultimate Street Car winner Sam in his PR12 equipped R35 GTR from Precision Racing. The car is wrapped in yellow and runs TCM billet wheels wrapped in drag radials. The interior doesn't really need any changes, plus it does plenty of street driving and needs to remain nice and comfortable. Under the hood is a PR12 built VR38 with TSM stock frame turbos capable of making over 1300 horsepower thanks to the Motec ECU and upgraded fuel system on E85. There is also AMS carbon inlet manifold and Turbo Smart blow-off valves, as well as a Dodson upgraded transmission. Sam made it look all too easy, rocking up on day 2 and smashing out a PB on his first pass. 2022 PRP GTR Challenge quickest R35. Sam,
Thank
done
you.
it, mate. You came for one day and you conquered.
Thank you.
You happy with the time?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
man,
car
that's-
is amazing. Yeah.
Mate, how many Ks has this thing, this engine done?
Now it's just 22,000 kilometres.
Did you hear that, guys? 22,000
Yes.
Ks since this combination put together.
Never any big issues. It was a perfectly fine. You know, just like sometimes the little issues, but boys fixed it straight away.
It happens sometimes,
Yeah, just
mate.
a spark plugs today. Not a broken diff or gearbox or something.
Sometimes having a little bit less power can work out for you, can't it?
Yeah, I'm very happy with my car.
Awesome, mate. Well done.
Thank
for
you
coming.
so much for
appreciated.
everything, guys.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
The quickest automatic GTR at the 2022 Platinum Racing Products GTR Challenge was Rob's R33 GTR MSM Jet from Motorsports Mechanical. The car used to be a Pro Street car and ran an 8.6 previously, but the car was returned to True Street with a full exhaust and back on E98 fuel. The RB30 billet block with Garrett GTX 55 turbocharger on a 6-boost manifold runs GFB external wastegates and blows through a Plasmaman intercooler into a CPC inlet manifold with dual fuel rails fed by a mechanical fuel pump. There is IGN1 coils and it's all controlled by a Fueltech ECU set to a little over 1500 horsepower. The exterior is stock except for the Motive headlight duct and flared arches to fit the world 15-inch billet wheels wrapped in Mickey Thompson drag radials. Inside, it's a full cage by Monster Fabrication and custom trim by Concept Garage with a Motec digital dash. Mick Mansell was at the wheel and his goal was to not only break the True Street record, but have a crack at the outright record. The first run was an 8.5, which was a PB for the car, but not quite the True Street record. That would come on the second run. The third run didn't go to plan, with Mick unfortunately involved in a crash that we have covered in a separate video that you can watch on our channel. The most important thing is that Mick was okay, but he took the outright win and True Street record with the 8.4 second run. Here is how the top 10 leaderboard looked at the 2022 Platinum Racing Products GTR Challenge. With Pro Street cars now no longer able to compete at Cootamundra Airport, here is how the top 10 True Street GTR leaderboard now looks. Lance Warren remains in third place, and IPM Racing remain in the top 5 with IPM GTR, and Chris Sarda's Hate Me R32 from B2I Motorsport is still the quickest manual GTR at Cootamundra Airport.
It was great to see some first-time entrants and new combos at the event this year, and congratulations to Sam on the R35 win, with Precision Racing proving once again they are the shop to beat when it comes to tuning modern GTRs. After his unfortunate accident at the event, Mick Mansell still took the outright win and took the True Street GTR record as well. If you've seen the video of his story about the accident, you know that he will be back. And if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out and subscribe. See you next time.